this is Laura Jane here with another thrilling episode of What's Happening in San Diego. We're recording, as we always do, at Thunderbird Analog Recording Studio in beautiful South Oceanside, California. And today I have a wonderful woman here in the studio with me. She's a singer-songwriter, she's an entertainer, and she does bodywork with a smile. This is Gaby Aparicio, and the first song you're going to hear from her today is You Captivate Me, and she certainly has captivated my imagination, what with her coolness and her hipness and her Latin infusion and her former cheerleaderness, just like me. I can't wait to talk to her about it. But let's let her music talk to you right now. This is a wonderful song. It's called You Captivate Me.
Washing over me, piercing my soul. Jungle love, why do the things you do to me, to you, to me, to you, yeah. Jungle love, why do the things you do to me, to you. The fire from a breathing dragon, flying through the night, you wait for the dawn. With the heart that's pure, seeking one and only, making no mistakes again. Jungle love, why do the things you do to you, to me, to you, yeah. Jungle love, why do the things you do, oh, to me, to you. And the raven swoops on down, sitting upon your shoulder. A burning tear, ooh, laughing until it's over. Oh, leaving a trail of scars to heal. Spirit of a fearless seagull, soaring through the sky, keenly watching all. With the style so bold, radiate true beauty. The whole world should see you. Oh, the whole world should know. Jungle love, why do the things you do me, to you, oh, to me, to you, yeah. Jungle love, why do the things you do, oh, to me, to you. You
Hi, Gaby.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Well, I want to get to know you more. I've done some research, but I've never seen you live. And I love this song, You Captivate Me. Now, this was recorded in when? 2014?
Oh, gosh, I don't
Is
even
that correct?
remember. Yeah, this was
Something
like
like
the
that.
first single of the upcoming album, and it's taken definitely a lot longer than I would have liked, but
Hey,
yeah, and it
recording
happens.
is a process.
Yeah, for sure. So I believe it was end of 2014, beginning of 2015. This was a quick one. It happened very fast. It just came together.
So who is playing with you on this track?
Let's see. James East is playing bass. Kimo Shim is playing on cajon. We've got Israel Maldonado. He's the lead guitar parts. I'm singing and playing the main guitar.
And you played nylon string guitar, right?
Yes.
On this track? Mm-hmm. And this is recorded in PB, is that correct?
Yes, this was recorded at Pacific Beat Recording with Alan Sanderson.
Excellent.
Yeah, the whole album is actually.
Well, it sounds great.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
did you record all in one room? Because,
This song we did.
okay.
Except for Israel. He was the only one that was in this separate room because we wanted to make sure that both of our guitars didn't bleed. But the rest of it, we recorded in the main room, and then we went back and did overdubs and cleaned it up.
It's really neat.
Yeah, thank you.
Your music is of so many different genres. Mm-hmm. Now, you were born in, is it pronounced Uruguay or Uruguay? I'm confused.
Well, Uruguay.
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 Okay, sorry.
And actually, all my family's from there, so that's a big misconception. But I definitely have roots from Uruguay, and I was brought up. Spanish was my first language, and I was actually born in New Jersey, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah, I was born in New
East
Jersey.
Coast?
Yeah, East Coast, and only stayed for a couple years, and then went down to Florida. And I'm from Florida, really. I grew up there.
All right, now let's talk about the beginnings because I want to hear about this cheerleading gig you used to do.
Oh, Lord.
Tell me.
Way far back there. Okay, what about it? Let's
Well,
see.
did you start out as a dancer? That's how I got interested in it.
Yeah, that's so funny. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that goes way back. I was a dancer first in high school. Then I switched over to cheerleading in high school. And then I went to college, and then I was on the dance team in college. And then I switched over to cheerleading because I wanted to compete, believe it or not. And that was my big thing. And the dancers, for some reason, they weren't competing in my college at that time. And so I moved on to cheerleading. And then, we went all the way to ESPN and got into the nationals and got third place overall in the nation. And it was actually really cool. I'm on some ESPN video. There's my face doing a bunch of backflips and basket tosses.
Woo!
And this is the, stuff I used to do before I was completely focused in music. But
Well, I was not fully focused on anything, but I loved cheerleading. I loved being part of the squad, and I loved, that I was the big girl on the team, so I was always the bass.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But I had this signature move, cartwheels into the splits,
What?
that blew people's minds. They're like, what?
That's
That
awesome.
fat chick can do that?
That's
And then
awesome.
they'd be cheering for me. Yeah.
That was really cool.
And you got to sing the national anthem for a team, the Miami Heat. Is that right?
The Orlando Magic.
Oh, Orlando Magic. Pardon me, Miami. Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Yeah, that was interesting. I definitely was not prepared for that. That song is damn hard to sing.
It is, isn't it nerve-wracking?
Very hard, yeah. And I just was, I wasn't as confident as I am now with my voice, and just, but I'm definitely ballsy, so I just,
Well,
I act as if-
obviously.
yeah.
I mean, you came all the way across the country just with your hope of furthering your career and working with excellent artists out here on the West Coast. And
Yeah.
Lord knows we have so many great engineers and musicians and producers, and, you hooked up with somebody very special that you're putting your album together with for sure. So, so that's
Thank you.
magnificent. And I want to talk a little bit, because this next song we're going to feature is called Tango Triste.
See.
And tell me, where
About the
did
song.
this come from? Is this an original or is this a cover?
No, these are all originals.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so this one, it's kind of an ode to where I'm from. And my music is kind of Latin-ish. It's not really completely the traditional, you know what I mean? Like, Americans think it's super I don't know, like bossa nova or even salsa, which I play no salsa music, by the way, everybody. But, you know, that's kind of like the mystique, right? It's like this hybrid North and South American vibe I've got going on. Tango Triste is just, my dad loves tango, and I grew up listening to that, and it's such a very sad music, but it's absolutely beautiful in its own right, and it always moves me to tears. This song is not like that. I just wanted to have some fun, and really it's a story. It's really just, I painted a picture of like a typical tango song from what I remembered it. That's pretty much it. And then I made mention of a famous tango song within there, like, if you know Spanish, it's El Último Café, that's a tango.
I just know the La Compueste.
Comparcita?
Yeah,
that's super famous.
Like, that's all I can think of in my head when I think of tango.
Yeah. And again, this isn't very tango either, so it's like my own fusion of it. So that's what I like. I take what I know or what I was brought up listening to, and I don't make it fully exactly what it's supposed to be, which I think works for me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Color outside the lines, woman.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to it right now.
All right.
This is the second track you're listening to, Gaby's own Tango Triste.
Cuando no te veo la carita, mi amorcito, y el día se pone tan gris. Miro por el cielo las gaviotas como bailan en las nubes, sale el arco iris. Una tristeza bien colorante me penetra desde el cielo, cielo. Como me llena el tango llorante, debo cantarlo así. Salgo por la noche buscando tu carita y me encuentro sola con la luna llena como era. Yo asomo tras las nubes, este baile pierde su ternura. Una tristeza bien colorante me penetra desde el cielo, cielo. Como me llena el tango llorante, debo cantarlo así. Vuelvo a mi casita solitaria sin tu cara, mi amorcito. Lo que me queda es un capricho de mujer. Y el tango, mi amiguito, me entretiene en la cama. Sobrevivo con el último café. Una tristeza bien colorante me penetra desde el cielo, cielo. Como me llena
Well, that was beautiful. Do you dance the tango?
No, actually I don't, and I would love to. At some point in my life, I'm going to learn that. My dad used to try to dance with me growing up, and I was too shy, actually. It's a very,
Yeah, it's
really have to get
complicated
into it.
and very
It's
dramatic.
very serious, yeah.
Very dramatic.
Very passionate, and so I was like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm only like 12. But in retrospect, it would have been nice to have learned from my dad.
Is he still in Florida?
Yeah, he's in Florida. At the moment, he's in Tampa with my sister or near them. But he came out to visit me in December for a month, he and my stepmom.
What
In a camper.
treat.
He crossed the country in a camper, and he's a
Road
adventurer.
trip.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, this is a beautiful country to camp around.
Yeah.
For sure. That's on my
Absolutely.
bucket list, for sure. Mm-hmm. Take a camper out in America.
Me too. I want to take one all the way down to South America from here. Crazy. That would take maybe a year. I don't know.
Depends on
If you get stuck
how
in
many
Mexico
7-Elevens you stop at, I guess.
Yeah, right.
So you are mainly as a duo now, or how are you performing now? As a single, as a duo, as with a band?
That's a good question. I do a lot of solo shows and a lot of duo shows with Kimo Shim, who's been with me from the beginning.
Now, how did you meet him?
He was my first friend that I made here in San Diego. I met him at Rebecca's Coffee Shop.
Oh,
Actually, yeah,
South
which
Park?
is yeah,
Is that
which-
right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're no longer. I mean, she
No!
closed her doors like last month, and we were all pretty sad. Yeah, I mean, she always had open mics there, and
Oh, bummer. I like that place.
yeah. But luckily, like the month prior to her closing, Kimo and I made a video of one of my songs called Sin Miedo at her coffee shop, and it's beautiful because we kind of knew it might be closing, and so now we have
Proof.
That's where Kimo and I met, and it's in
That's
Rebecca's.
where it all started.
Yeah, so it was really cool, and it was a special place.
Well, very nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that he does the cajon and the beatboxing and the rapping, and it, adds an unexpected element, with your Latin pop blend and more coloring outside the lines, That's cool.
We have yet to get a recording of us live, which is so different from, like, for instance, these songs are not really indicative of what we sound like live, to be honest with you. He throws in hip-hop. We've got hip-hop beats under Latin stuff on top. We do a lot of on-the-cuff, making stuff up, ad-lib, and
Yeah,
which is only in the moment.
Improvisation.
Yeah, and
So
it's really
fun.
awesome. And I want to have one show where I'm in the studio and we just do that. And we record that moment because it's never going to be the same again. We have a really, really great sound, the two of us. But it's different from my band sound, and he's part of that as well. And so I created the Gaby and La Buena Onda. La Buena Onda means good vibes, and that my thought with that was that it was a collective of musicians, and I just brought in whoever I wanted at that time. And the band was the vibe. It wasn't set musicians, you know what I mean? And then it's kind of getting
Well,
complicated.
that's the bonus of saying your name and La Buena Onda, because you can redo the musicians in any way you want, and that's what they're called collectively, and that's so cool. And I love that that translates to good vibes, because that seems to kind of be your bottom line.
For sure. About being authentic and being loving and connecting, and that's what music's about. And you know what? I get a lot of people that tell me that my voice is soothing and peaceful, and I didn't really think about that before. And then I kind of started to own that, which is really nice. And because you know what? Everybody needs to chill out in this life. And if I can give that back and cause some, people to just be relaxed and just at ease,
I think
that's a gift, and I'm very grateful to
it's our
that I even have
job
this voice.
as entertainers to take people out of the moment and just
Yeah,
be
for sure.
or out of what's going on in their lives, their head, and be in the moment at the performance and feel good. So
Yes.
that's a gift, and I'm glad that people are responding to you and telling you how they feel about your art, because that's wonderful as well. If people feel that you're accessible and they can come up to you after a show and they can say those things to you, and you go, oh, I'm on the right path. Yes.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So I know you used to run the open mic on Tuesdays at Java Joe's, and you're still kind of at Java Joe's. You've done the artwork for their menu board, and
Yes.
you've got a show coming up. Tell me about
Very
that.
true. I was the open mic host for about 1.5 years in Normal Heights, and now he's in Old Town, which is a really great location. In the other spot, I did the mural, the menu board over there with a big tree, and it was really cool. And then in this new spot, I did his menu board too, which was really cool. And the Java Joe's sign that you see when people perform on the stage. So that's
a little
excellent tidbit of information that people don't know. Yeah, and then I have a show coming up this week. It's a songwriter showcase, and I kind of pop in and do those about every month or two. I'm a part of their roster of songwriters, which is really cool because there's some amazing songwriters that have been doing it for a really long time, so it's like such an honor.
Now, were you familiar with some of the artists from San Diego before you moved here?
Only because I did research on them. I've been wanting to live in San Diego for, 10, 15 years, and I'm a huge Jason Mraz fan.
Yeah, Jason Mraz.
Yeah,
he's
Jason's
a local
so cool.
hero.
For sure, and he was a huge inspiration for me because not only was his music awesome, just who he is and his being an awesome human, first and foremost, and that's my tribe, like that whole thing, and the way he talked about San Diego and the whole singer-songwriter thing going on out here. And so it took me a while to actually make the jump, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to go for it. And then I got a chance to meet Jason and, be a part of that, the whole Java Joe's singer-songwriter thing.
Now, I have never
really
met
great.
him. How did you get to meet him? Because of Java Joe's?
Yeah, he'll do shows there every once in a while. He does shows there to practice before he does a big show, and he does that quite a bit, but you just never know when it's going to happen. So I've been to a few of those shows, and he's as awesome, live in person. He and his wife Christina, she's so amazing, very humble and beautiful people, and all the people around him are exactly the same. So that says a lot to who he is, and it's very inspiring as a person, and the music reflects that, you know what I mean? So
that's so cool to meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to listen to another song now and then come back and talk to Gaby about that one. This song is titled Tangled Heart.
Tangled and twisted in the swells of love, from my mother's womb to my heart and the sky above, caught up in circles of the tides consuming me. Could not see the forest or the trees, but I strive to be less complicated. Learn from every way miscalculated. Showing up is the biggest step to take, so I surrender my tangled heart, my tangled heart. I balance on the wire with every cell, holding on to something that won't really serve us well. The push and pull can wear you thin, up against and no one else, you rarely win. But I strive to be motivated, learn to live a life appreciated, knowing that we've only got right now. So I surrender my tangled heart, my tangled heart. Then I remember what it's all about. You gotta cherish every moment that we share. Tend to the gardens that you sow, 'cause you never know when surrender my tangled heart. Tangled heart.
Well, I feel that every songwriter has a tangled heart because sometimes it's easier to write the sad songs than it is the love songs. And I find that songwriters are a very sensitive lot.
Yeah.
And so tell me about the story of Tangled Heart.
Actually, this song is definitely inspired by my mom. It says a lot if you really listen to it. My mom moved out here because I'm caring for her. She's going through her journey with dementia. So that kind of, well, it's really your perspective on it too. Like, she's amazing. She's got an awesome spirit and just very strong will, which is awesome. But the song is more about my internal conflict at times of what I was perceiving, dealing with that. At first accepting what is and it's with a tangled heart that I'm kind of sharing my journey with her journey, which is,
And we all get to that point. It's a gift that you're being able to care for her, but it's also a challenge.
Yeah, but it's definitely, it's definitely been a blessing. And again, I'm able to be here and I'm able to learn from all of this and be more gracious and like I'm a different person because of it. She's a different person today than she was even 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm just very grateful to be an advocate for her and then for maybe others that are experiencing that no one talks about. But that's why we write songs.
Yeah, you can talk to everyone in the world. You just talk to us about it in Tangled Heart.
Exactly.
So tell me, what do you want to do next? What's the next step? Is your record almost done?
Yes. I'm done with 7 songs. It's going to be an 8-song album, and I've got one more to do next week, and then it's a wrap. And it's going to happen very quickly, and then turn around, put it out there.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad that you're almost completed with that baby.
Me too.
You deserve to have it in the bag so that you can have a party around it and move forward to your next phase, because if there's one thing that I can tell about you, you're not going to stop creating, not with art and not with music and with creating a beautiful community around yourself and providing entertainment and love to the universe. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've got one more song to play from this beautiful album To Be, and it is called Corazon. Now that means heart, am I correct?
Yes.
All right, tell me about this one.
Corazon means heart, but it also is like an endearing way of saying my love.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's a love song. I love this one because it's bossa nova-ish. It's definitely not. If you listen, you're like,
kind of bossa nova.
Kind of bossa nova, and then but you know what? It's just how it came out. I love it. I love the way it sounds. Alan did an amazing job with this mix. Has an old school kind of feel to it. It's very romantic to me. And I love the harmonies that I did. It reminds me of like Sergio Mendes and his Brazilian stuff that he's done and just some Bel Gilberto. And yeah, this is one of my older songs, but I just never really recorded it. And I really felt that it needed to be recorded.
Well, let's take a listen. Here it is, Corazon.
Perdón por tus labios que me dan besos y besos de más. No tengas temor por tus manos que me acarician como un ave de paz. Corazón, no te vayas sin darme tu sonrisa. pares de mirarme con tus ojos que brillan tan fuerte como el sol. Corazón, no te vayas sin darme tu sonrisa. Corazón, no me dejes aquí sin llenarme con tu alma feliz. La 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 la. La 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 Corazón, no te vayas sin darme tu sonrisa. Corazón, no me dejes aquí sin llenarme con tu alma feliz. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Welcome back, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
Corazon. So are you in love?
I am.
See, love songs are awesome for being in love.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I'm falling in love with you myself and your music, and I'm excited to hear your 8-song album due soon.
I would say
Tell
May.
me what I can look forward to. May? A May birth?
Yeah, my birthday's May 1st too.
Oh!
Yeah. So,
That's
I don't
my
know.
favorite aunt, my Aunt Sally's
Oh, really?
birthday, too.
She must be awesome.
She is. She's a singer, too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also Sarah Petite's birthday, for those of you country singers out there.
Yes. She just won a San Diego Music Award.
She
I just
did.
witnessed that with my own eyeballs.
That's awesome.
Well, I can't wait till this album comes out in May. Where is the best place to find your schedule?
You can find it on GabyAparicio.com.
GabyAparicio.com.
It is a mouthful. Yes.
I
but
just
that's
wanted to spell it.
perfect.
Happening is a mouthful, too.
That
so,
is.
HAPNYN.com
Yes.
is what you're listening to right now on What's Happening in San Diego. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you
Thank
with
you
us
so
today.
much.
Best of luck on your
Thank
new
you.
birth. Thank you to Thomas Yearsley for lending us his beautiful studio here for this. Thank you to all the producers of What's Happening.com. Thank you to San Diego for nurturing Gaby and the artists that surround her.
Yeah.
And peace out.
Peace.